Welcome to game number 3 of the night, semifinal matchup in the 57th annual Republic Invitational Tournament. This game taking place between the Ozark Tigers and the Park Hill South Panthers. Turn it over to public address announcer Ken Knierim as he introduces the starting lineups.
And fans, cheerleaders, we're glad to have you here this evening and participating in this year's event. Let's now meet the starting lineups for tonight's first semifinal matchup between the Park Hill South Panthers and the Ozark Tigers. Starting lineup for Park Hill South, a 5'10 senior number 2, Messias Dockery. 6'5 senior number 4, Terrius Walker. 6'3 junior number 11, Kamai Crosby. 6'6 senior number 15, Miles Fant. And 6'7 senior number 21, J.D. Roberts. Park Hill South Panthers are led by Coach Dan Barr, assisted by Dan Williams, Ricky Jogi, Jared Elmore, Russ Daniels, and Jacob Klein. Time now to meet the Ozark Tigers, 2-0 on the season. Here is their starting lineup. A 6'5 sophomore number 1, Jace Watley. 6'6 senior number 5, Brady Miller. 6'1 senior number 10, Tyler Harmon. 6' senior number 12, Colton Ballard. And 6'3 senior number 14, Ethan Watley. The Ozark Tigers are led by head coach Mark Schweitzer, assisted by Jonathan Belton, Paul Sutton, and Josh Fish. The officials for tonight's game, Ryan Carmichael, Landon Gray, and Chance Wallison.
And so both teams got wins yesterday. Ozark picked up the victory in the first game of this tournament over Lincoln College Prep, 62-49, and that's been the biggest point differential so far in this tournament. And Park Hill South picked up the win over the Russellville Cyclones, 53-47. Graydon Miller set to jump against Terrius Walker, and it is controlled by Colton Ballard and the Ozark Tigers. For Ozark is Jace Watley, Graydon Miller, Tyler Harmon, Colton Ballard, and Ethan Watley. And for Park Hill South, Messias Dockery, Terrius Walker, Kamai Crosby, Miles Fant, and J.D. Roberts. Step back jumper from Ethan Watley goes long, picked up by Ballard, and now back to Ballard in the corner. Ballard going to drive in, swatted away by Walker, but it stays with Ozark. And Watley again no good, but this time it's Tyler Harmon there with the rebound putback. And so a couple of second chance opportunities for Ozark, and they're finally able to convert. Tyler Harmon gets the first points of the night. And now all alone is Terrius Walker. Great find from a teammate, and Walker puts it in to match, and it's now 2-2 with 7 left. Ethan Watley all alone, left corner, knocks it down. First points of the game for Ethan Watley. And Park Hill South will quickly learn that they do not need to leave him with that much space as one of their better players. And in fact, Ethan Watley last night finished with 19 points. Kind of an athletic pass from Dockery there, falling away. Shot no good. Rebound goes to Miles Fant. And that was with J.D. Roberts. Kamai Crosby, screen from Roberts. Crosby lets it go, no good. Rebound Jace Watley, and now it's going to be Ethan Watley pushing up the floor. Another 3 from the same spot. That one a little bit long. Rebound goes to Terrius Walker. And now tipped around. Winds up in possession of Ozark. 2 chances, no good. The third tip by Watley, no good. And it's the 4th tip from Watley that finally finds the bottom of the net. He's got 5 quickly, and it's 7-2 Ozark. Last night for Park Hill South, they did a better job of spreading the scoring out. 5 points from Dockery, Weath, and Para. 4 from Terrius Walker. 8 from both Crosby and Fant, and 12 from J.D. Roberts. And that one goes in for Fant, his first 2 points of the night. And Ozark really pushing the pace on offense. Ballard stuck with it for a minute. Now it's with Ethan Watley. Watley, nice bounce pass there, finds Ballard, doesn't go in. Offensive rebound goes to Jace Watley. He's going to get another crack at it. And on the third opportunity, Jace Watley puts it in. Timeout, Park Hill South. Great job by Ozark on the offensive boards early in this one. They lead at 9-4. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Republic Invitational Tournament on Republic Tiger Sports.
Whether you have a hole in your roof or you're missing a single shingle, you know who to call in Republic. It's Mike Mansker and the team at Absolute Roofing. Give them a call at 869-0444 or find them online at absoluteroofers.com.
Coming back out of the Park Hill South timeout, they trail by 5 with just over 5 to go in the first quarter, and going to have to start doing a better job on the boards, blocking out the likes of Jace Watley, Graydon Miller, and the rest of Ozark, who's a pretty tall team. 6'5", 6'6" is Miller, 6'3" for Ethan Watley. So they've got multiple people who can pick up the offensive boards, and they've been doing a great job of that here early on. And now Fant with it in the middle. His shot just a little bit long, and a foul called on the rebound, and that one is on Miles Fant. First foul of the game for either squad, and it goes to the 6'6" senior for the Panthers. So Park Hill South going to come with some full court pressure of the trap variety, but a good job from Ozark to break it. Now a 3 from the left corner, no good, and Ballard knocks it out of bounds, so Park Hill South will take over. That 3 ball came from Graydon Miller.
You know, it's not just that Ozark has some height, but they are so active. I mean, they are just outworking Park Hill South inside to get those rebounds.
And I was impressed with Ozark last night, and then the first 4 minutes here today, they've looked really, really good. And I feel like in the COC, it's always, when we look at, especially preseason, at this shot from Crosby, misses long. Offensive rebound goes to Park Hill South and then out of bounds on Miller. When we look at the Central Ozark Conference, we always think about Nixa and Republic first.
Yeah.
They're normally the ones that are out in front, pretty much for the most part, beating everybody except for maybe each other. And then after that, it's kind of like a step off before the likes of Joplin or Ozark. But Ozark might be in this one this year.
Well,
down the stretch.
Yeah, Ozark beat Republic
down
the stretch last year.
They did. So that one goes in for Park Hill South. J.D. Roberts gets on the board with his first 2 points in the game. Yeah, I remember that game in Ozark, and they took down Republic, and a great pass right there. Watley misses down low. Foul going to be on Jack Bjorn. And, Ozark already too far out of it at that point to make a real comeback in the conference standings. But, this team looks really good to start off the season as that free throw from Watley goes long.
Yeah, Republic, that was kind of, I don't remember what had happened before that, but I don't remember if that was the first sign or just one of the signs at that point that Republic it was not playing its best basketball down the stretch. It felt like they were playing their best basketball a couple of weeks before the season ended. Now, part of that's the opponents, but going into district play, I didn't feel like they were still peaking. I worried that they maybe had peaked, and Ozark was a good team, but they really handled Republic fairly reasonably in that game.
Yeah, and then Republic turned around and played Nixa shortly after that and got handled extremely well by Nixa. Nixa was just on another level than Republic was. And then obviously Kickapoo in the district championship, and who ended up being the state champions. Ooh, kind of an awkward twist on the fall right there for Tyler Harmon. He was undercut by Kamai Crosby, his first. That's 3 fouls for Park Hill South. None for Ozark, and Park Hill South had a lot of fouls last night too. And just 3 with 3:33 left to go. Now a long inbound under the goal to Jace Watley. His shot goes too far. Rebounded by J.D. Roberts, back to wearing number 21 tonight. He really confused us up in the booth last night.
Yes.
He started out with 21, got blood on his jersey, and had to switch out to number 31. Because that foul is on Jace Watley, and it took us a while to figure out that it was still J.D. Roberts wearing 31 and not 21.
Ray Miller in the lineup replacing Jace Watley.
Jace Watley
If the work goes south,
subbing out for Ozark.
he replaces Miles Van.
See Devin Wright in there for Ozark. And the first free throw, good for Kamai Crosby, the junior. He's got his first bucket of the night. And if he can make number 2 right here, it'll tie the game up at 10. And he does. So 10-10 with 3:20 left. Park Hill South still trying to trap Ozark in the backcourt. And almost got the interception, did Kamai Crosby. Ozark again just picking apart the trap right there, but almost costed him. Kamai Crosby kind of jumped the route, and unfortunately for the Panthers, got knocked out of bounds. So that's with Ethan Watley, and now back to Tyler Harmon. Over to Miller in the corner, who ends up on the deck, no call. Offensive rebound, Ethan Watley. Harmon back to Miller. Now it's Watley, top of the key, driving with the left hand. He pulls up for the jumper, rattles around, no good. Rebound, J.D. Roberts. So now Roberts behind the back, trying to get by Harmon. Goes behind the back a couple of times. That's with Weave, and now Crosby.
A great defense by Harmon. He was all over him all the way up.
And talking about how good Ozark has looked, I called a couple of Ozark games, probably 3 Ozark games in this tournament last year, and I remember just about everybody that I'm seeing on the roster right now. It's essentially the same roster from last year.
And a travel, so the defense forces a turnover.
A travel called on Jack Bjorn.
Jace Watley returns for Ozark along with Colton Ballard. Placing Miller and Ethan Watley.
A couple of substitutions made by both teams. And Ozark slowing things down. They're going to have to get over that half-court line, and it's poked away by Dockery. And now Roberts, Euro step right in front of the goal, puts it in nice and easy. Nice move by J.D. Roberts, and the trap defense finally works for the Panthers, and they've got the lead now 12-10. Intended bounce pass up to Tyler Harmon. Harmon able to get it off and kind of shovels it over to Colton Ballard. Now it's with Jace Watley, who subbed back in. Draw to the basket by Wright, no good. Jace Watley there with the putback, the 6'5" sophomore. And he's having a nice first half, 5 quick points, or first quarter rather. He's got 5 points as we approach the minute-and-a-half mark. Roberts with space, far corner, off the front of the rim. Tough block out there by Harmon. Might have got away with something. Thread the needle to Jace Watley again, down low. He's got 7.
Little extracurricular activity away from the ball down there.
Yeah, that was Tyler Harmon and Jack Bjorn, I believe, and I think Harmon got away with one there. No one looking. As Crosby just goes in with the left-handed layup.
Kamai Crosby.
Ties the game back up 14 apiece. Just about a minute to play, and now trapped for a second. Watley out to Harmon, corner 3. That one good. Tyler Harmon with 5 points now in the first quarter, and Ozark lead by 3. This is a fun first quarter to watch.
Yeah.
Going to call a offensive foul. I think that'll go on Bjorn.
That may be a continuation of that extracurricular stuff we saw earlier. Might have tried to give a little extra oomph to a pick or something.
Yeah, too late for the replay now, but he did. I saw it happen, and he kind of backed into him with a little too much force on that, and so it wasn't even like the shot wasn't in the air. It looked like a block out, but the ball wasn't in the air. So
it was a pre-block out.
It was a pre-block out, exactly. Ethan Watley over to Jace. I'm assuming the Watleys are in fact related. I haven't double checked for sure. As that three well short. And now all alone Kamai Crosby. And I really got excited because I thought he was going to throw it down, and then the elected for maybe the smart play, lay it off the glass.
Play it safe.
And he brings the Panthers within one. Was at this tournament last year. I had to get mad at Parkview's Elijah Watley for faking me out on a couple of dunks, and now here goes Dockery the other way. Left-handed layup at the buzzer and the foul. It's so Park Hill South will take the lead right before the end of the first quarter. Messias Dockery going across the court, lays in the left-handed layup. That foul goes against Devin Wright, who picks up just the second team foul for Ozark, his first personal. So now it'll be Dockery shooting one before the official conclusion of the first quarter. And he knocks it down nice and easy. So he finishes the quarter with 3 points. Park Hill South 19, Ozark 17. You're watching the Republic Invitational on Republic Tiger Sports.
Not only can Hines Street Pharmacy deliver prescriptions right to your door and often save you money compared to what you're paying at big box pharmacies, their drive-up window can help you avoid long lines on your way home from work, and now they're offering curbside flu shots. Hines Street Pharmacy. Experience the hometown difference.
Pinniger Chevrolet is proud we continue to serve Springfield and Southwest Missouri as we have for over 40 years. The Pinniger Chevrolet family treat each of our customers like family and exceed every expectation, not only in the large selection of new Chevrolets on the lot, but also the quality of pre-owned vehicles to fit any budget. Whether you need a new vehicle, have yours serviced, or need some body repair, pick Pinniger every time. Find new roads in Republic or online at PinnigerChevrolet.com.
Pick Pinniger every time.
Park Hill South with it to start off the second quarter of play. They lead 19-17 after that three-point play at the buzzer by Messias Dockery, and he's got it now. Splits the defense. Nice layup there from the right side.
You know, you get a feel for a game sometimes, and that first quarter just felt like Ozark was winning. Most of the way, it felt like Ozark was outplaying Park Hill South, but somehow they never built much of a lead, and Park Hill South all of a sudden is up by 4.
No, Park Hill South doing a nice job trading blows with him, and now Ethan Watley for three, and you don't want to leave him alone. Ethan Watley's second three of the game. He's now up to 8 points. I remember him from last Republic Invitational tournament, the 56th annual tournament, being the top scorer for Ozark in essentially every game. Just a really good player is Ethan Watley. And now Jace Watley has a lot of points in this one too. Tough layup there from Miles Fant, and it goes. Watley from the elbow.
I think Watley could have turned and gone to the basket there, and he didn't do it.
Yeah, he had more room than he realized, I think, and elected to pull up for the elbow jumper. No good. Dockery out to Kamai Crosby. That one short. Rebound goes to Jace Watley, who passes it off to Ethan. We are used to the brother combination here at Republic Tiger Sports, calling Republic basketball games. Three from Miller. That one rattles out. And tip drill goes to Dockery. We talked about it in the Republic game. We're still calling Devin McMillan instead of
every
just
time,
McMillan.
yeah.
Every single time he touches the ball, as his older brother Drew played with him for a couple of years. And Dockery's three, that one finds the bottom of the net. 5 points to start out the first 2 minutes of the second quarter from Messias Dockery. He's up to 8, and a 6-point Park Hill South lead, and a timeout called by the Tigers. 26-26 exactly on the clock. You're watching the Republic Invitational Tournament.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
Back out of the Ozark timeout, 6-point lead for the Panthers. Ozark with the ball. Watley hands it off to Ethan Watley and now fires it back down to Jace Watley down low. Great defense there by Terrius Walker. There's nothing he could do if Jace Watley's going to put that ball in. And so Ozark within 4 now. Messias Dockery brings it into the front court. Sends it over to Fant. Out to Kamai Crosby. To Walker back to Crosby, Dockery, and now swing it over to Braden Parra, number 5. He's checked in. Now Noah Fant down low. Not Noah Fant down low. Noah Fant is the tight end for the Denver Broncos. We cannot go a game without me. Last game it was George Foster, the old outfielder for the Cincinnati Reds. And I can tell you exactly where this came from. I worked at U.S. Ballpark in Ozark this summer, and may or may not have developed a bad habit of making up names for players when I was given incomplete lineups, and so that is where it came from. So George Foster would have been the perfect name for a fake lineup if they gave me the last name Foster or something like that.
True.
So it's related over, and there is Fant with the 3 that does not go. Ball back up to Ballard quickly in the corner, and Ballard just scored 2 points for Ozark on the previous possession. Now Watley with a bit of space. He's going to drive in, float one up, doesn't get the roll. Is able to tip it in with the left hand, diving out of bounds. Great play by Ethan Watley. And now Ballard drives in. Which way is it going to go? And they're going to call a block on Park Hill South's Messias Dockery.
Well, Watley is the kind of guy that you hate to play. Like, you know that when Ozark games end, opponents are probably seething about something that Ethan Watley has done. He just goes so hard all the time.
Yeah, it could be multiple somethings. It could be the fact that he's diving out of bounds on every play. He's all over the court, or the fact that, he doesn't miss a lot of shots that he takes.
Kind of reminds me of, only more offensive minded, but reminds me of Oliver Welch, senior who graduated last year for Republic, who was just always 100% speed all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to say that Drew McMillan wasn't your favorite player when you watch those teams, as that 3 from Weath is short. But a close second was Oliver Welch. I loved watching Oliver Welch play basketball. And so many times he's matched up against someone way taller, way bigger than he is. And just the amount of times he's able to pick his pocket or dive out of bounds and make a save. Just so much fun to watch Oliver Welch. I think of Reagan Holmes in girls basketball, kind of the same archetype of player, and fun to watch.
Holding foul against Park Hill South, so past the midway point of the second quarter. This is the first game. I think this is the first game of the weekend that's kind of a normal score. I mean, 26-24 midway through the second quarter is like a regular score that you would see for a high school basketball game instead of
1917.
Yeah, 1917 is the half end.
At the end of the half, that's what we saw in the last game. And this game, I mean, as you can see right now, it's been very fast-paced. The Raleigh Republic game, both teams kind of content to slow that one down. But these teams are running around at full speed pretty much for the entire game. It has not slowed down as of yet, and there's a travel called on Ozark. I don't know why I cannot find another number on that. I think it was Tyler Harmon, and it was Tyler Harmon. He's going to come out. Ethan Watley, short-lived break on the bench. He's back in. Ozark has a little bit of a bigger student section going tonight. There's only about 5 of them last night. They had the early game, and they got a good 3 rows in tonight. Dockery, wild drive right there, gets his own shot that he airballed, and now just a bullet of a pass inside from Leaf, looking for Darius Walker, and I don't think Walker was expecting that pass to come in, and then it had a lot of velocity when it did come in, so knocks that one out of bounds. Ozark takes over. Ozark with a chance to tie, and Watley gives it up to Jace Watley, and it's going to be another travel on Watley. Yeah, the Ozark bench pleading their case, but a pretty obvious travel call on Jace Watley. The Watleys both have the vast majority of Ozark's points tonight, and if you factor in assists and things like that, probably almost all of the points have run through the Watleys up to this point. Now Park Hill South slowing things down a little bit. J.D. Roberts, mid-range jumper, misses off to the right. Rebound goes to Ozark. Jace Easley picks up the rebound. Now it's with Ethan Watley. Hesitates, pulls up at the elbow. Great pass over to Jace Watley, just unable to handle it. And he had him going to the basket. Watley made a nice cut, and Ethan Watley did a nice right-handed bounce pass kind of behind the defender to get it to him, thread the needle a little bit, and Watley unable to handle it, goes out of bounds. So Park Hill South catches a little bit of a break, and they're back on offense. Under the goal all alone for a second, J.D. Roberts. They find it, put him in, and it extends. It doubles Park Hill South's lead, now up to 4, just under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Now Watley finds Jace again, almost knocked down out of bounds another time. We're going to say no shot there. If that would have fell, that would have been quite the shot for Tyler Harmon. But it wouldn't have counted even if it did fall. Foul charged to Darius Walker, his first. And even though it wasn't on the shot, it is the 7th team foul for Park Hill South, so that will put Watley, or rather Harmon, on the line for 1-and-1.
Harmon shooting the 1-and-1.
First one rattles out, and you saw Harmon put his hands up like, are you kidding me? That one should have fell. Yeah. That one, tough break there for Harmon. Under a minute and a half to go. Weef has it looking for Fant inside. And Miles Fant went with the right hand there. Probably should have switched off to the left. He kind of ran out of space with his right hand. Now a little bit out of control there was Harmon. And then a drop from Cannon Little, who's in the game at Ozark, keeps possession. Tough shot there by Devin Wright. Blocked from Weef, and then somehow Wright able to maintain possession of it and then able to put it back up on the way down. And it fell in, and so now it's just a 2-point Panther lead at 2 minutes to go, or rather 50 seconds to go in this 2-point game. Weef with it on the right wing back to Dockery. We thought about it, 30 seconds left on the clock. Roberts, a little bit of a drive, and that one out of bounds on Ozark. And so 24.9 on the clock. Park Hill South will have another crack at this. I don't know if you could pick that one up, but Park Hill South was in stack. Coach Dan Parra called for box, and then J.D. Roberts said, no, they're in man. And the coach said, yeah, I want box. I don't care. And there's a backcourt violation. Kamai Crosby took it back, and Ozark fans very excited about that. Did I miss anything right there?
It's turnover as far as I know. If you did, I did.
I kind of saw the backcourt starting to develop, and I looked down at my paper, and then the Ozark fans were really into that one. And I mean, big turnover down late gives Ozark a chance to tie or take the lead right here going into the half. Tight defense by Crosby on Harmon. Loses it for a second, going behind his back. Gives it over. And the left-handed layup, that one knocked out of bounds by Terrius Walker with the rejection. And so that is how the first half comes to a close. 28-26, Park Hill South on top of Ozark. They lead by 2 points going into the second half. Winner goes to the championship game of the Republic Invitational, and you're watching it here on Republic Tiger Sports.
And instead of a halftime show, I'll jump in and say we're just going to leave it here. We're going to go silent. Everything else will be the same, but we're just going to leave it on the scoreboard. We'll be back when the second half begins. You'll lose the sound, but don't worry, we'll be back.
Start of the second half here in the Republic Invitational Tournament. Park Hill South leading over the Ozark Tigers 28-26. Very good first half of action. Maybe the most entertaining half that we've seen the whole tournament so far. And 17 points in the first quarter for Ozark, 19 for Park Hill South, and then both clubs scored 9 in the second quarter. And that's where we are, 28-26. Jace Watley from the corner. Didn't put enough on it, and so Park Hill South going the other way with a chance to extend. Kamai Crosby going to get called with the charge. Layup was no good anyway.
Control foul charge to
Kamai Crosby picks up his second personal foul of the game. First half scoring led by Jace Watley was the Ozark Tigers. He had 9. Ethan had 8. 5 for Tyler Harmon and 2 for Colton Ballard. And now Ethan Watley, 2 more points, so he's up to 10 on the game. Jace with 9. Responsible for quite a few Ozark points. And now J.D. Roberts sends it over to Kamai Crosby. Messias Dockery led scoring for the Panthers. He had 8. 6 for Kamai Crosby, 6 for J.D. Roberts. Miles Fant, first shot no good. Rebound picked up by Miller. 4 points for Miles Fant in that first half. And then Terrius Walker and Jack Bajorn both had 2. Tyler Harmon can't handle that pass out of bounds. And Park Hill South will take over. Crosby out to Roberts. Might have had a chance of that one for 3 if the pass had been on the line. And Walker gives to Dockery. At the elbow, gets his pocket picked by Tyler Harmon. Harmon went for the jam, no good, no foul either. And so now Park Hill South with numbers going the other way. Elbow jumper well short from Terrius Walker. And a foul on Jace Watley down low. Tyler Harmon probably would have been well served to just go ahead and lay that one in.
Not to be the old man in the broadcast crew, even though I am, but how many missed dunks have we seen in this tournament? And we have not seen a completed
I was going to say, how many made dunks have you seen in this tournament?
We've seen no made ones, but we've seen several missed ones. Sometimes you got to know your limitations, but, you know.
Tyler Harmon saw Park Hill South's warm-ups.
Yeah.
And decided he'd get on it. And to Park Hill South's credit, as much as they were throwing it down in warm-ups, as Roberts puts up a 3 and splashes it home, they've had a couple of opportunities to dunk tonight.
Yeah.
And they haven't, even though they were the ones during warm-ups that were throwing down some crazy oops off the backboard and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen a lot of, it's every team. Not every team in this tournament, but it's not something that only happens to these teams. It's kind of a common feature of high school basketball.
Yeah, more common to see a missed dunk than a made dunk, I believe.
Yep, you're probably right.
Maybe not at the Tournament of Champions coming up. Ethan Watley from the corner, nice shot there.
I don't know, even at the Tournament of Champions, you see a lot of missed ones. You see more made ones, but they're probably more attempts because they're really going for it at that,
Ball off the hands of Terrius Walker are going to be Ozark ball.
That's as much an exhibition as anything. So kind of like an NBA All-Star game. You're going to take, when you're at the Tournament of Champions, what I said earlier, that's off. I mean, you go for it at the Tournament of Champions.
Nixa and Parkview are the local teams represented in the Tournament of Champions this year. We'll be taking on teams in the likes of Sierra Canyon from California. We've seen them before. They've got LeBron James' son on the team and Dwayne Wade's son as well. So it's going to be a tough ticket to get come Tournament of Champions time. A lot of people are going to want to go to that. Watley in the corner, and now up to the wing, over to the top of the key to Graydon Miller. Now Ozark slowing things down for a minute. Watley, nice pass out to the corner, no good. Gets the rebound, loses it for a second on the floor, knocks it back to Harmon, and now Harmon runs up in the lane, stops, pulls up, and buries the little jumper for 2 points, and Ozark takes the lead. For the first time in a while, I don't remember the last time Ozark did have the lead.
Yeah, I think it was the second quarter, but Park Hill South led for the last few minutes of the half.
In a low-scoring third quarter. Only 6 points for Ozark, 3 for Park Hill South on a J.D. Roberts 3 as he missed that one. Now Fant open. I don't know if he was going for the dunk there, but it did not go through the basket.
I don't think he was. I think he just kind of lost control of it on the way up.
Yeah, I think you're right. Kind of looked like a second like he was going to go for it, and then he kind of laid up at the last second. And Colton Ballard picks up foul number 1 for him on the night. Second team foul for Ozark. That's been the biggest difference between tonight and last night for me is the foul count. Every game has been significantly less than last night. Miles Fant with the spin move. Puts it in. Now 5 third quarter points for the Panthers. And Fant has 6 on the night with Devin Wright. Now back up to Ethan Watley. Devin Wright, no relation to All and Always Wright from Joplin, I don't believe.
Yeah.
If you remember them, the Wright brothers.
And they'll be back for the Eagles this year. Always a senior, and I believe Allright is a sophomore now.
Yeah, he was a freshman last year, and Allright had a good game here against Republic last year.
In the district semifinal, I thought he played about as well as anybody from Joplin, and they really pushed Republic.
Yeah, definitely was more impressed with All than Always last year in the games that I saw. Jace Watley picks up the third foul. One of them got a technical foul, and one of the times the Republic was here. I don't remember, but that's about all I remember from that. And so now, pass all the way out to Fant, and no call there as Fant backs down Devin Wright, and Fant now with 4 points here in the third quarter as we approach the 2-minute mark. Park Hill South on top by 3. No one's going to pick up Chase Easley as he picks up his first 2 points of the night. Just ran all the way down and hit a floater in the lane. And that 3 from Crosby rattles out. Rebound goes to J.D. Roberts. Doesn't get the ball to go, but he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. A foul on Tyler Harmon.
Tyler Harmon with a personal foul for Ozark, his first team fourth.
4 team fouls for Ozark, so probably a little bit higher than they would like at this point in the game. 2 minutes left before the fourth quarter. Roberts' first free throw bounces high, doesn't fall. And now Ozark going to put in a couple. Colton Ballard and Graydon Miller coming in. And that one good from J.D. Roberts. So Roberts up to double digits tonight. He's got 10. And Park Hill South holding on to a 2-point lead as we approach the fourth quarter. Devin Wright with it. Watley step back at the elbow. Dockery doing a good job staying with him. Now over to Devin. Wright drives in. Left-handed layup from the right side of the goal doesn't go. And now a couple of Ozark Tigers slow to get back. Park Hill South with the numbers. Robert's shot doesn't go. Dockery on the line going for the save. And so now it'll be Ozark's ball. 1:26 left. I'm not sure who it was for Ozark. It wasn't the two Ozark Tigers slow to get back right there. One of them, because they were under the goal, going for the shot, and then another one was on the far side. I already forget who it was, holding his hand coming back.
Ethan Watley got hit. It looked like he got hit in the face, and I think he was checking to see if if he maybe had a bloody nose.
I think
that may have been what
that's a
happened.
good call. And he's still out there, and he looks fine as that one does not go.
I think he got hit in the nose and wondered if it was bleeding, and that's why he kept kind of checking to see if it had started bleeding and never did.
No look pass out to Graydon Miller, and Miller connects from 3. He's got his first points of the evening, and we're now down to under a minute as Ozark takes the lead. Kamai Crosby tries to split the defense. Not sure if they're going to say that was on the shot or not. It was kind of a circus shot. Devin Wright picks up foul number 2 for him. Now 5 fouls for Ozark, just 1 for Park Hill South. And it was indeed not on the shot. Crosby finds a man out wide. That's Braden Parra. And
wow.
Crosby able to save it.
Good play.
That was dicey, and then was barely on the right side of the court when the return pass came to him. That wouldn't be the first backcourt we've seen today. Crosby telling Parra to get in, and then after all that, Parra too many steps before he puts the ball on the ground, and so he travels, and now Ethan Watley. And Ethan Watley's breaks are not very long, and I do not blame Ozark. And Watley was out for about 30 seconds right there before he came back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You don't want to leave a player of that energy level and skill level on the bench for any longer than you have to.
Now that I think about it, I don't think Alante Askew came out at all in the Republic game. For them, it's just certain players you can't afford to have on the bench for very long, and Ethan Watley definitely one of those players. Watley with it on the Tiger logo, hands it off to Ballard. Closing in on 10 seconds to go. It's with Watley. Dockery trying to stay with him, and he does. 3-ball goes up from the right wing. No good. Rebound goes to Park Hill South, and then immediately thrown away, blocked by Terrius Walker, but he's going to get called with the foul. 0.2 seconds left on the clock. Quite the sequence.
Yeah, I like the way it looked like a grenade went off. They just all flew backwards at the same time.
Dockery and Walker and Tyler Harmon, who I thought was going to be more shaken up than he was after the play. I thought he kind of hit his head on the way down, but either he did not or it was not very hard blow to the head, and he seems to be fine, and he's at the line with 0.2 left on the clock, shooting 2. Ozark has a 1-point lead. First is good. So Harmon with 8 points now on the evening, and it's going to stay that way. And the Tigers, 2-point lead going into the fourth quarter. They come back, take the lead in the third, and they lead 38-36. We'll have the fourth quarter for you right here on Republic Tiger Sports.
Nobody has time for computer trouble, but when it happens, you want the work done quickly and by someone you can trust. Republic Technologies will fix your computer or laptop fast, and they'll fix it right. Whether you need repairs or a quality replacement for a computer that's seen better days, call Christopher Bell at Republic Technologies, 732-4300. That's Republic Technologies, 732-4300. Teamwear Solutions is not only your source for official Tiger apparel, but they're also a partner for your group's fundraising needs. Business apparel, bleacher apparel, and on-field apparel. They've got you covered. Find them online at teamwearsolutions.com.
Ozark outscored Park Hill South 12-8 in the third quarter, and so now they have a 2-point lead, 38-36. Semifinal game. The winner will go to the championship. Well, they will play the winner of Liberty and someone else who just slipped my mind. Springdale. Yes. Springdale, Arkansas will be playing Liberty, and that one should be another good game too. Both teams looked pretty solid last night. So the winners will play each other for the championship tomorrow. The losers will play each other for third place. Now turnover from Park Hill South, and then immediately Dockery gets it back, eyes up court, jumping two-handed pass up to Fant, who puts it short, and the rebound goes to Ballard, who goes behind the back, and now going to slow things down over to Watley, and now back to Ballard, hands it off for Harmon, and now it's Ballard on the left wing. Jace finds Ethan, and he traveled. No argument from Watley. He's got 12 points in the game, and Jace found Ethan right there, and Jace Watley has 9 points himself. Leading scorers 1 and 2 for Ozark, and now it's with Dockery. Splits the defense and then kicks it out to Colby Kudrowski, subbed in for, I believe, the first time tonight. Into J.D. Roberts, just too much space for him, and he gets fouled going to the basket, so he'll go to the line. Foul on Tyler Harmon, his second.
Those are fouled committed by Tyler Harmon, his second. Team 6.
And Roberts knocks down the first. He's got 5 points on the evening. His first point scored here in quarter number 4. Dockery and Fant lead this Panther team with 8 points scored, and Roberts with another one there. He's up to 6 now. And a scramble for the ball on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. Ozark trying to call a timeout. Not sure what Park Hill South wanted. I don't know if they were trying to call a timeout or what. But Ozark will throw it in. High lob pass to Tyler Harmon. And a foul called on Kamai Crosby.
Kamai Crosby, personal foul, is third. Team third.
I remember about this time last night when I was waiting for the AC to kick on, and we are back there tonight too, I believe.
Yeah, it's pretty toasty in here. There are not even that many people, but it was so warm outside. I think the heating and air conditioning is probably preset, and for this time of year, it should not be this warm. So it's extra warm in here right now.
Don't worry, that'll mean about the end of the first quarter for the next game. We'll be reaching for our jackets for sure.
Yep.
Fourth foul picked up for Park Hill South, and it was Trey Weath who was the culprit. He picked up number 1, and they find Jace Watley on the inbound. He cannot handle the pass from Harmon. It goes out of bounds. Park Hill South will have a chance. 6:10 left, tie ball game. Dockery motions for Fant to come up to behind 3-point range, and now it's Roberts over to Weath. Weath inside to Fant, and easy 2 points for Fant after Miller tried to draw a charge. Referees weren't buying it. Not a whole lot of contact, and now going coast to coast, no good, is Colton Ballard, too strong off the glass. Crosby lays it in, kind of a hybrid dunk layup. Not sure what you want to call that one. Lays it in above the rim for 2 points, and now all of a sudden Park Hill South has a 4-point lead, under 5.5 to go. Miller, the Red Sea parts, and he lays it in. Just kind of a mix-up of assignments right there for Park Hill South defensively, and Miller turned around and nobody was there and just took off, laid it in. Easy for the 6'6" senior. And so now Ozark within 2. It's Fant, top of the key, over to Dockery. Dockery splits the defense, puts one up, gets the roll. Tough shot from Messias Dockery. He's up to double digits, 10 points for him in the game. And 44-40 now the score, with 4:44 left to go in the fourth. Tough shot from Jace Watley. He hits the deck, no call. And so now Kamai Crosby open left wing, doesn't go. Strong rebound by Miller. And Park Hill South might have had a chance at that one. They had numbers for a second. Now great play by Messias Dockery. And he turns around and is frustrated with a teammate. Not sure if he was frustrated with Fant or what happened there. Good play by Dockery, because it would have been an open 3 from the corner for Tyler Harmon had he not knocked that one out of bounds. Harmon looking for someone, finds Miller. 3 from Jace Watley doesn't go. Rebound, Miles Fant. Wish I had a rebound counter on Miles Fant. He gets a lot of them. Weath driving in, tried to change direction there in the air, didn't get it to go. Jace Watley ends up on the floor, and I think they're going to get J.D. Roberts with the foul, and they will.
Still nobody in the bonus. Next foul on Ozark will put Park Hill South in the bonus, but we're in the home stretch, and still no 1-and-1.
Yeah, no one in real foul trouble either. Kamai Crosby has 3, and then Jace Watley has 3 fouls, and that's as high as it gets for both teams. Colton Ballard over to Jace Watley, now to Ethan. Trying to get something on Dockery. Messias Dockery has done a good job tonight playing against Ethan Watley. But that one goes in for Tyler Herman, and he now has 10 points on the game. Dockery had a 3 for a moment, pulls it back down.
Boy, if he'd have let him go, he was out of options. It would have been a turnover probably, but committed the foul.
17 foul on the Tigers. Panthers in the bonus.
Yeah, not a lot that Kamai Crosby could have done with that, I don't think. A foul called on Braden Miller. His first, and now free throw number 1 made by Crosby. He's got 9. Looking for double digits right here. Unable to knock that down. Miller picks up the rebound. And so Ozark still within 1 possession. They need a 3 ball to tie it up. And there's 3 minutes left on the clock for them to make up 3 points. Jace Watley right under the basket, puts it in with the left hand. He's got his first 2 points of the fourth quarter. He's got 11 total. And a timeout called by Park Hill South. 45-44 is the score. 2:44 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter. The winner goes to the championship game of the Republic Invitational. You're watching it here on Republic Tiger Sports.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
Back out of the Panther timeout. Fant with it now over to Crosby. Park Hill South with a 1-point lead. They went for the alley-oop to Terrius Walker. wasn't quite able to throw it down. And so now Ozark with a chance to take the lead here late. Watley on Dockery, and that's been a good matchup. Wright drives in the lane, throws it with the left hand, and now it's swung all the way back over to Tyler Harmon. Harmon driving baseline, and might have got away with something right there. Kamai Crosby hit the deck, and Harmon turns around and hits the jump shot on the baseline. Let's watch that again.
And I thought he might have walked, but I guess
think he very well might have walked.
I mean, it was close if he didn't.
Watch that one more time if we can. Yeah, it's close. It's close, but nonetheless, Ozark takes the lead with 2:07 left on the clock, and we'll keep it right here as we're probably about out of this timeout anyway.
I think this is the best game of the 7 we've seen so far. I mean, as far as just nonstop action back and forth. Last Republic in Rolla was a good game too, but not quite as high scoring. Although, I mean, this is 46-45. It's not exactly a
not a barn burner either.
No.
And the Republic Rolla game, there was a little bit more of a score differential at one point.
Yeah,
it kind of got close at the end.
Republic went up, and then Rolla came back and tied it, and then Rolla took a pretty good lead. So
Roberts' mid-range jumper falls out, and so Park Hill South going to be running out of opportunities here in just a few moments. 1:30 on the clock as Ballard gets it across half court with Jason, now up to Devin Wright.
Back out the camera and watch the whole half court. You see the motion and see what Ozark's doing here.
They're just buying for time is what they're trying to do. They're content to run this one down, not give Park Hill South any opportunities, because Park Hill South not going to foul right away because they're only down 1 point.
Right, go for the steal at first, and then if you can get it, if you need to foul later, then do it. And now they're going to foul. Well, they didn't do it.
I don't know if they're trying to foul or if J.D. Roberts just trying to go for the ball right there.
I think Caro was telling them to come out and foul. But
yeah, it looks foul-ish, and now there's going to be one on Crosby. And Crosby didn't look like he wanted one right there. But they're going to get him anyway. He kind of threw his hands up like that wasn't a foul. And if he was trying to foul, I don't know that he would have done that, because he would have got the result that he wanted.
And that's 6. They've still got one more.
Right.
So they had to do that one now, and now you go for the steal. Maybe play defense for another 20 seconds, and then decide who you want to foul.
If you still don't have the ball by come 30 seconds on the clock, I'm looking to foul for sure.
Yeah.
Dockery on Watley, double team for a second, and Ozark forced to call a timeout. Well, they're going to call a foul instead,
they called a reach.
And they called it on Messias Dockery. And so now Ethan Watley will go to the line, and he just said, then you can pick who you want to send to the line. And guarantee you that Coach Dan Parra did not want to send Ethan Watley to the line necessarily. Watley actually been held scoreless here in the fourth quarter. And the first one misses. Kind of a crazy rebound. Fant comes down with it. Watley had a chance for it. Now he's behind the play. J.D. Roberts going to try to drive on Jace Watley. Throws it into Fant. And it's going to be a hold on Colton Ballard. And I do think that was the right call. Ozark not happy about it. We'll try to watch it again. And he's kind of got him hooked around the arm right there. He got a little bit of ball in there too. That's a tough call, but Fant more had possession of that, I think. And so I like that call from the official. 34 seconds left, and Fant misses the first bonus, and so now Watley gets it stripped from him, and Kamai Crosby loses it out of bounds, and it's going to go Ozark's way. Did Crosby not get that strip? I think Crosby just might have lost that out of bounds. Watch it here. He ball punches it out from Ethan Watley, And then, yeah, he just has it slip out of his hand.
Wow.
Unbelievable sequence right there. Kamai Crosby comes in with the peanut punch and then loses it on the back end, just loses the handle on it, goes flying out of bounds, never got touched. So Ozark ball, 28.4 on the clock. We're going to take one quick timeout, and we'll be back for the conclusion on Republic Tiger Sports.
For more than 30 years, Yoakum Automotive's been the hometown auto repair shop you can trust. And with their new digital vehicle inspections, their mechanics will show you exactly what's wrong with your car and let you sign off before the repairs are made. Ask about their shuttle service and loaner vehicles when scheduling your appointment online at yoakumautomotive.com.
Back now, ready for the end of this one. After that crazy sequence of events, it's now Ozark ball. 28.4 seconds on the clock. They lead by 1. Let's see if Ozark has drawn up that release long play. And they had it set up to Ethan Watley, but they elect to throw it short instead. And Fant almost had that triple team thrown up. And what an athletic play by Tyler Harmon. And now Jace Watley under the basket, rattles around. But now it's back to him on the ground. Timeout, Ozark. Wow.
Park Hill South has missed a couple of great chances.
Man, what a play by Tyler Harmon right there to keep that ball from going out of bounds. And the pass comes in. And then under the basket, Jace Watley just misses the layup, and then Park Hill South can't get the rebound. I think Kamai Crosby had a hand on it for a second. So they take the timeout. We're trying to get the replay pulled up. But those last two series have been wild. And Kamai Crosby kind of been at the center of it on both ends. Crushed the great steal, and then he loses it. And now can't quite come down with that rebound there. And then you can see Ozark, everybody on their entire bench calling for a timeout.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right there, and so here we go. Ozark with it under the basket. They get it into Watley, and he gets fouled, and now 2 big free throws coming up.
Well, if he could have finished that, they'd had a chance to put it away, but couldn't get it to go.
And Kamai Crosby has fouled out.
Crosby replaced by Trey Reed.
Crosby reluctant to go out, still down there, and I don't think he's realized that's his 5th one. And so they bring in Trey Weath, and so 2 free throws for Ethan Watley. And he just missed a couple of big ones a second ago. And that one rattles out. Terrius Walker working on his rebounding there after the first. And so now Park Hill South is going to have a chance at this, assuming they can come down with the rebound, either for the win or maybe for the tie, depending on this free throw. And Watley finally connects on the free throw. And Park Hill South going to take a timeout.
Full timeout.
So they've got 12.2 seconds to come up with something to either tie or win this game. A 2 would tie it, and a 3 would win it. Ozark trying to close it out. See Coach Mark Schweitzer down there telling his team what to do here in the next 12.2 seconds. I'd imagine, I don't know, do we think they're going to put pressure on to start out?
Well, I don't know if they called timeout before the ball was thrown in.
Right.
So I don't know where the throw-in is going to be.
If it's on the sideline, no pressure. But if it's underneath the other goal, and it looks like it will be.
Yeah, I mean, I would think you would at least have somebody back so they can't do the old roll it up court. Although I am skeptical of that maneuver just in general. Usually by the time the kid is walking slowly alongside the ball, bends down and picks up the ball. By the time he gets up to full speed again, he could have just grabbed the ball on the inbound pass and started kind of jogging up the court.
So the throw-in is from the side is J.D. Roberts over there, and now the official's telling everybody on both benches to have a seat. And Dockery goes ahead and picks it up right away. 10 on the clock. Two could tie, a three could win. Dockery had an outlet pass, but he goes ahead and puts it up himself. And now the foul. And that was not a good last possession for Park Hill South if it is their last possession. As you see, Dockery has Trey Weave all alone at the top of the key as we look at that Vision Health Eye Center replay. Just doesn't find him, puts it up himself with three Ozark Tigers around him. And I'm sure that is not, in fact, what was drawn up in the huddle as we watch this again. So now back to Tyler Harmon's free throw, and it does go in.
But he's still got to make both to put it away.
Yeah.
1.3 left.
Ozark going to take a timeout, so we'll take a quick one with them. We'll be back for the last second after this on Republic Tiger Sports.
From short stacks to family memories, from cuddly companions to outdoor adventures, the Bank of Missouri is here for all of life's moments. As a local community bank, we work closely with our customers to understand their priorities and the changes that affect their finances. So whether you need us to be the bank of pancake breakfasts, the bank of new best friends, or the bank of fireside memories, the Bank of Missouri can help you live well, bank well.
So 1.3 on the clock. Tyler Harmon still has one more free throw to go. And if he can put it in the net, that'll effectively end this game, barring something really, really crazy. If he misses it, it would still take something crazy in the next 1.3 seconds to get Park Hill South to force overtime.
And you know, we're going to be a little bit behind on the 8:30 game, but we're more on schedule than last night. There's still one more left after this, so that'll be a good one.
Not too bad. And next Liberty and Springdale, so that should be a good one. But right now it's Harmon at the line for the win, and it's in. And so that should do it for this one. Just tell Ozark not to touch anybody as that one goes down to Roberts, and he tries to draw contact, and it's no good. And so Ozark survives, and they will move on to the championship game here at Republic High School tomorrow afternoon. That game will take place at 3:30, and that is the championship game. They will face either the number one ranked team in the state in the Liberty Blue Jays, or they will be playing the Springdale, Arkansas Bulldogs. Both teams looked good last night. And for Park Hill South, a hard-fought game here. Had many chances to win down the stretch, just couldn't find that last stop or that last basket, and they will play tomorrow for the third place game at 2 o'clock. And they will be taking on the loser of Liberty and Springdale, Arkansas. So that'll do it for this broadcast. We're going to end this YouTube broadcast, and we'll start up the next one after that for that Liberty-Springdale game. And David Brazil will be back on the play-by-play for that one, and I'm sure I will be here to join him. And so that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Ozark gets the win over Park Hill South.